What am I most proud of now that I completed the AJAC Apprenticeship program? Well, first and foremost, at my company, I'm the only woman so far. So it's a historical moment for me. No women have ever completed it through Pioneer.
Going from being homeless and living in my car to being told that I would never amount to anything to today graduating, it's just the most amazing feeling because I've proved them all wrong.
I remember my dad specifically, he said, I never expect you to actually do this, and he said, like, you're the only child who caught us by surprise actually doing this sort of thing.
I'm a kind of person that I like to grow. I like to learn new things and see new stuff, and this company gave me the ability, and so did AJAC, with being able to grow. Biggest thing I'm proud of is having the ability to be able to machine now, and actually the certificates, and to show that I've completed the course and was able to actually follow through with something finally.
When I wanted to do the machines, I expressed that to my supervisor, and he said he was going to do what he was going to do, but then every day after that, I reminded him that I wanted to get in the apprenticeship. And so he saw that I was serious, he was watching my work, and he vouched for me. And so as I continued to grow in the company at my entry level, a couple months, 2 months in the company, I was already moved to manual mills.
Also, it pushed me to ask more questions because initially I had a hard time asking questions or asking for help in certain areas, but knowing that I can do it, and I became more confident in my abilities.
It gives me the confidence to walk into any situation and know that I could nail it. And before this apprenticeship program, I would have never had that. I didn't realize that this career would be so fulfilling. You're making a difference in somebody else's life. Even though it's fixing a machine, it's not, because in that moment you've now just made it to where that person can succeed in whatever they're trying to do. And so then they're so appreciative of that, and I never would have thought that that would have came from this kind of career.
CNC machining was more an area that I really wanted to get into, and I'd never really touched on it that much. I've seen the equipment, but never really ran it. And here I was actually able to run some of the equipment, and through schooling with AJAC was actually able to learn a lot of the programming, a lot of the G code, M code, all that sort of stuff. It was awesome. It was nice to have actual knowledge and actual experience in the classroom, so when you had offset questions of, hey, well, how's this going to apply to me, it was nice because it actually did apply, and they actually gave you a reason and a function on how it did. And it was nice that the instructor was willing to actually change the class a little bit for us and what we wanted to really learn in there.
Particularly with the lathe, I had the most trouble with in terms of actually figuring out this different RPMs and the surface speed as well. I really actually do enjoy manual machining on the mill. One person in particular, well, there's actually a lot of people. Tracy Turcott, she was a major boost for me. She helped me a lot, just going into the apprenticeship alone, and also with the signing day and coding afterwards. When she helped me with the resume, I had no clue. I had no work experience right after, like at all. So this is my first job, and I'm so happy to have the first job. And she still helped me picking like which university to choose, or like figuring out my pathway. She said, by the end of the day, if you get the job and you have your degree and the work experience, really, that's all it's to it.
In the future, growing and developing, I'm a lifelong student, so I'm never going to stop learning. The industry is always evolving, just like life. Everything is always growing, and you get to see all these new updates and new technologies. You plug in your phone always updates. So I'm just keeping myself plugged into the world, always updating and growing, and continue to move forward.
We took a leap, and it's panned out for the better, I feel. But for them, I just want to thank them. I want to thank them for just being the awesome guys they are, and just, even though they started a quarter ahead of me, they just open armed for like, hey, come on in, man, and all right, we'll just mess around with you. And yeah, like it became like a band of brothers, and it was just awesome, and we had the greatest time, and it made the time fly being with them for those 4 years. And I hope that they have all the success that they deserve and want. And I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to be graduating with. And yeah, I'm just humbled by the whole experience.
Just had a baby this last year. She's small. Her name's Miley. Love her to death, but it was hard going to school, balancing work, and having our first kid. My wife was really going through it. She's a trooper, really strong, and just supported me all this way. My classmates, a lot of them from day one thought that they couldn't make it, but they hung in there, and we all did, and we made it through. That's about, gosh, all of them. Thanks, guys. Just having them around really helped.
I'm the first kid really to go in the STEM field, and there's a lot of people who helped me, and I want to help people as well. And that's the biggest joy I get out of it, is just helping other people. To all the people who helped me, thank you very much, dealing with me the entire time, and all my craziness, I guess you want to put it. Even if I'm not good with words, I actually really do mean it.